Gotta keep that zeal. Don't stop. Gotta keep that zeal. Don't stop. Gotta keep that zeal for real. Gotta keep that zeal. That's right. Gotta keep that zeal. Don't stop. Gotta keep that zeal. Don't stop. Gotta keep that zeal for real. Gotta keep that zeal. That's right. Gotta keep that zeal. Don't stop. Gotta keep that zeal. Don't stop. Gotta keep that zeal for real. Gotta keep that zeal. That's right. Gotta keep that zeal. Don't stop. Gotta keep that zeal. Don't stop. Gotta keep that zeal for real. Gotta keep that zeal. My brothers, they ain't no fraud. Authority, we stay in charge. See scriptures on one accord. UPK run the boulevard, and you just a buster. Don't come close to the army of the Lord. We the host. We everywhere from coast to coast. We on Shamar, holding post. Gotta keep that zeal to the end till Yahweh shall come and I'm on that UFO. You can't serve two masters. You gonna have to lose your life and let it go. From city to city, state to state, we travel doing the work of the Lord. Loving your brother is long suffering. To me, it ain't hard. The spirit is in me. That's the comforter given to all of the disciples. Me and Officer hopping out at the gun range, shooting off all of the rifles. Protect my nation. It ain't no thing to lay down my life for my friends. Ain't worried about the bands that making a lot of ends. The home of the truth ain't no pretense. America is a wicked empire. That's no lie. I prophesy judgment on this nation until I die. Wake up morning, noon, and night, serving the God of Israel. Keeping the zeal of the Lord, my oath I must fulfill. Gotta keep that zeal. Don't stop. Gotta keep that zeal. Don't stop. Gotta keep that zeal for real. Gotta keep that zeal. That's right. Gotta keep that zeal. Don't stop. Gotta keep that zeal. Don't stop. Gotta keep that zeal for real. Gotta keep that zeal. That's right. Gotta keep that zeal. Don't stop. Gotta keep that zeal. Don't stop. Gotta keep that zeal for real. Gotta keep that zeal. That's right. Gotta keep that zeal. Don't stop. Gotta keep that zeal. Don't stop. Gotta keep that zeal for real. Gotta keep that zeal. As I hit the battlefield, just watch me blaze this fire. I stay fresh with my boots lacing this one West attire. Come and ask me about my fringes. I know you see them swinging. Don't be hating on the priest. You see these lives that we changing and explaining how the Christian church has misled our people above all nations, but they'll tell you that we equal. Man, that shit evil. My zeal lit. Ain't no stopping it. And all my brothers shooters like Stojakovic. You poppin' shit will fall on you. We ain't gon' hesitate. Me and I want y'all. You talking about some heavyweights. We here to set the record straight and speak this knowledge. Cause iron sharpen iron. That's why my sword stay polished. Abolish all this faggotry. It's such a tragedy. Just follow the Lord's laws or you'll become a casualty. No fallacy. These prophecies will get revealed. I'm one West, so they bury me. I gotta keep that zeal. Gotta keep that zeal. Don't stop. Gotta keep that zeal. Don't stop. Gotta keep that zeal for real. Gotta keep that zeal. That's right. Gotta keep that zeal. Don't stop. Gotta keep that zeal. Don't stop. Gotta keep that zeal for real. Gotta keep that zeal. That's right. Gotta keep that zeal. Don't stop. Gotta keep that zeal. Don't stop. Gotta keep that zeal for real. Gotta keep that zeal. That's right. Gotta keep that zeal. Don't stop. Gotta keep that zeal. Don't stop. Gotta keep that zeal for real. Gotta keep that zeal. That's right. Gotta keep that zeal. Don't stop. Gotta keep that zeal. Don't stop. Gotta keep that zeal for real. Gotta keep that zeal. That's right. Gotta keep that zeal. Don't stop. Gotta keep that zeal. Don't stop. Gotta keep that zeal for real. Gotta keep that zeal. That's right. Gotta keep that zeal. Don't stop. Gotta keep that zeal. Don't stop. Gotta keep that zeal for real. Gotta keep that zeal. That's right. Gotta keep that zeal. Don't stop. Gotta keep that zeal. Don't stop. Gotta keep that zeal for real. Gotta keep that zeal. That's right. That's right.
So we good to go? Need to play another song, sir? Oh, yeah, my bad. I ain't know you had. All right, bet.
Yeah, this one ain't working, so I'm gonna exit out of this one.
You need another song or it's to walk?
No, we're gonna play another song. Or no, you can play that song. Like, yeah, you can play that song. That's the wild.
You want me to play it? Rewind it?
Yeah, you could do whatever. Yeah, this computer working way fucking better. You know, way better.
I'm playing a song for the audience.
Y'all got you ain't got no pictures on your thing?
Who, Yaganan?
Yeah, all you gotta do, all I did is I just Google like ISUPK and then I just hit images. I just took one and I just fucking save image.
Yeah, I gotta learn how to do that.
Yeah, that'll be too wild doing that.
Oh, good.
If they
Nice.
have your personal information.
Yeah. Hey, UPK. UPK. I let it be known, boy. I came in this bitch and I just started dancing. I let it be known, boy. My neck and my mouth is white gold like a man's. I let it be known, boy. That's my main squeeze will do me no evil. I let it be known, boy. You got your gun out on me, better pull it. And I don't care where it's at. Across the globe, across the map. When I catch you, I'm like, yeah, nigga, yeah. Let it be known, boy. I came out the mud, turned nothing to sun. I let it be known, boy. I got 2 chains round my neck and they hurt. Check out my shit, cost 100. Gold on my mouth looking comely. Looking at you, boy, you dummy. Boy, check out my tool like I'm buying. I come with rules that you notice. I'm trimming my waist like a soldier. Knowing I ain't on focus. I separate you like you're holy. Wine leaking out my speakers. And I'm pouring more by the liter. Baby girl, I don't need you. I got rank like a liter. Really don't need no features. All these boys talking evil. To the waist, but you see through. She gon' throw it back in pieces. I let it be known, boy. I came in this bitch and I just started dancing. I let it be known, boy. My neck and my mouth is white gold like a man. I let it be known, boy. That's my main squeeze will do me no evil. I let it be known, boy. You got your gun out on me, better pull it. And I don't care where it's at. Across the globe, across the map. When I catch you, I'm like, yeah, nigga, yeah. Let it be known, boy. I came out the mud, turned nothing to something. I let it be known, boy. I got 2 chains on my neck and they hurt. You think you're hot? Well, I'm extinguishing. 5 sneakers, boy, I sweep your ass. Abbreviated, yeah, I call it pass. Boys pull, aim, squeeze, sweep his ass. Fingers and lights that they tattle telling. Your pastor 2 boys, power felon. Human traffic crackers got us, damn it. Boy, you're missing tell, I call it cold ever. Tell you what, and it's common sense. Cold blue, but I'm a bomb threat. UPK got me talking shit, boy, it's real spill. I clean a fucking mess. And you'll fail if you try to test. I'm terrorizing what's ever left. Bitch, nigga, use a fucking rest. And I'ma send up prayers that I know you hear. I let it be known, boy. I came in this bitch and I just started dancing. I let it be known, boy. My neck and my mouth is white gold like a man. I let it be known, boy. That's my main squeeze will do me no evil. I let it be known, boy. You got your gun out on me, better pull it. And I don't care where it's at. Across the globe, across the map. When I catch you, I'm like, yeah, nigga, yeah. Let it be known, boy. I came out the mud, turned nothing to sun. I let it be known, boy. I got 2 chains around my neck and they hurt.
Hold on.
All right, we 2 off, sir.
All right, go ahead and clap it up. Shalom Israel, where the Israelite School of Universal and Practical Knowledge started out of 1 West, 125th Street, Harlem, New York, under the Commanding General Yohana. This is Tuesday night, Austin Brotherhood class. All right, Brotherhood and sisterhood is a weapon. It's the weapon that's going to get us out of a lot of these conditions. A lot of our conditions could simply be fixed with brotherhood and sisterhood. And within brotherhood and sisterhood is teaching each other how to be, how to conduct yourself, okay? And tonight we're going to talk about wives, all right? Being a wife is a special thing. It's a precious thing, and it's very important. You know, a lot of people like to look at us Israelites and act like we don't have no love for our women, no care, or they just supposed to walk 10 paces behind us and all that. But it's different. It's all it is order. The man is over the woman, okay? Because he is supposed to lead and guide her. All right. And if you have a wife that actually lets you be a husband and she's an actual wife, that's a precious thing. And that's what the Lord, that's what the Lord's plan for us is. Okay. Is having that bond and having that order. Okay. So tonight we definitely gonna get into it. We're going to get clarification on how our sisters should be as wives. All right. And then if you're not a wife, that's what you should be doing. You should be training to become a wife. Okay. You should be practicing and polishing up your skills, so when you do become a wife, you become an excellent wife. Okay, that's what brothers want. Brothers want excellent wives, just like sisters want a good husband. You know, brothers want good wives. All right, and you can't just pick from anybody. All right, you can't just pick from any tribe. I mean, from any nation that you so feel, or that you so see, that you so please. Okay, give me Genesis 24:2. Yeah, because you're not supposed to get no woman that's not of our nation. Okay.
Go ahead. This is the book of Genesis, chapter 24 and verse 2. And Abraham said unto his eldest servant of his house that ruled over all that he had, Put, I pray thee, thy hand under my thigh, and I will make thee swear by the Lord.
Hold on. When you go to verse 3, say verse 3.
Verse 3. And I will make thee swear by the Lord, the God of heaven. And
what?
And I will make thee swear by the Lord, the God of heaven.
It says, I will make thee swear by the Lord, the God of heaven, because what he's about to say is so important and it's so imperative, because back then we knew how destructive it is to bind yourself with another nation. Okay, to take a wife from another nation. Okay, or to give your daughter to the son of another nation. Continue reading.
Verse 3. And the God of the earth, that thou shalt not take a wife unto my son of the daughters of the Canaanites, among whom I dwell.
Of the what?
That thou shalt not take a wife unto my son of the daughters of the Canaanites.
See, he said, don't go over there. Don't go over there to those people and get no wife for my son. Okay. He was telling the servant to go find him a wife for his son, but he wanted him to go to his people. He said, don't go over there to the Canaanites just because they dwell, among who we dwell, because they dwell among us. Okay. Give me Genesis 28:1.
This is the book of Genesis, chapter 28 and verse 1. And Isaac called Jacob and blessed him and charged him and said unto him, Thou shalt not take a wife of the daughters of Canaan.
Thou shalt what?
Thou shalt not take a wife of the daughters of Canaan.
Thou shalt not take a wife from the daughters of Canaan. Okay, because you were supposed to take a wife of your nation. All right, and now that that's clear and we know that, which there's plenty more. Okay, but for now, we know that we're not supposed to take a wife of another nation. Okay, now let's get into some of the duties. Duties of a wife to a husband. Give me Titus chapter 2 verse 3.
This is the book of Titus chapter 2 and verse 3. The aged woman likewise, that they be in behavior as becometh holiness, now false accusers, not given too much wine, teachers of good things. Verse 4.
Hold on. Teachers of good things. That's what you want. That's what you want a woman to be. Okay, you're a woman and you're going to be a wife. You are a rib. You need to teach good things, because you're going to pass down how you act to the children. Okay, if you a loudmouth and you ratchet and you can't hold your tongue, what do you think your daughters are going to grow up to be? If you cussing out your husband 100 miles per hour, running the household, what do you think you're going to raise your daughters to be? And then if you got sons in the house that are watching this, you have sons that are watching his mama run the whole household, then when he gets older, that's who's going to run his household, and his house will be out of order, just like his house was out of order growing up. Okay, because his father wasn't man enough to run the household. Okay. Continue reading.
Verse 4, that they may teach the young women to be sober.
They do what?
That they may teach the young women to be sober.
To
To love their husbands, to love their children.
See,
Verse 5.
hold on. That's what we need. That's what we need from our women. We need you to, yeah, you can't teach the men, you can't lead the men, but you were supposed to teach the women under you how to be. How else are they going to learn? You were supposed to teach our children. Okay. How else are they going to learn? Okay. So this is important, to love your husband and to love your children. That is your gift. That's what makes women special. Their love. Okay. They are soft, they are precious, and they love is necessary for the family. Continue reading.
Verse 5. To be discreet.
To be
chaste,
what?
To be discreet.
To be discreet. And somebody look up the definition for that chaste.
You want to get it?
But to be discreet, okay? Don't be all out there in the open. Don't be all out there out in the street arguing with every damn body, being loud, wanting to be seen. You don't have to be seen. If you are a good woman and you are an excellent wife, trust me, you are seen. You are seen by everybody. Those hot girls out there who out there sleeping around with everybody, they see you. They understand. Okay, so you don't have to be all out in the open. You don't have to be flaunting everything that you have. It's better to be discreet. Okay, and men always say that. You know, if you see a woman and it's too revealing, we always say the same thing. You know, leave something to the imagination. Okay, continue reading.
Verse 5.
Hold on. Did somebody get that definition?
Sir, I got the definition. I'm gonna put it on the screen for the audience.
All right, you can go ahead and read, young man.
Trooper, can you read this? Bubble shot. Young man can't see it.
It's too small.
Yeah, it's hard to see on our end.
All right, hold on.
What's the word?
Young man chaste. If you could just Google it on your phone.
I'm getting it.
Yeah, Trooper, you Google it on your phone. Young man, you keep reading the scripture.
What's the word?
Chaste.
CHASTE. It's on the screen. It's on the live screen.
Okay.
Hey, young man,
Come on.
keep reading. Verse 5.
Verse 5. To be discreet, chaste, keepers at home, good, obedient to their own husbands, that the word of God be not blasphemed.
All right, so it says be discreet, chaste. All right, give me the definition for chaste now.
Okay, I got several definitions. So I have abstaining from extramarital or from all sexual intercourse.
You see that? Abstaining from extra what did it say? Ex what?
Extramarital.
Extramarital. I mean, you don't be going up outside of your outside of your home where you already dwell. And if you ain't sleeping, then you need to refrain. If you ain't married, you need to be refraining from having sex, because sex is marriage. Okay. Continue reading more on that definition.
Another definition, it says, it gives some examples, not having any sexual nature or intention.
Mm-hmm.
And another one, without unnecessary ornamentation, simple or restrained.
So everybody got that. All right. It says keepers at home. Keepers at home. What does that mean? Go ahead.
It means staying at home.
Staying at home. Stay at home. Keep your home up. That's your
Not in the
dwelling
street.
spot. All right. You don't have to be running the streets 100 miles per hour. And that don't mean that you can't go out. That's not what we're telling you. We're not telling you not to go out, not to have fun, not to do that. But don't be running the streets like your homegirl who you know is a whore. Okay. You know her, what she's trying to do every time she goes out. Her Her one goal is to find another man. Okay. All right. What else to say? To be obedient to their own husbands. Okay. That's what you're supposed to be obedient to. Obedient to your husband. That is important. And I'm gonna tell you this too. You're supposed to be obedient to your husband, but brothers, please lead your rib right, okay? Because she's supposed to be obedient to you, but you can't cause her to just be to sit, and you can't just be any your kind of way, all right? But women, you need to be obedient to your husband, all right? So that the word of God be not blasphemed. Because Lord, I'm right. Because the Lord, you blaspheme the Lord when you disrespecting your husband, because the Lord set up proper instruction. Okay, and we need to take that proper instruction and we need to apply it, especially our wives, our women out here. We need to apply that because our women, believe it or not, they are taught they can do and be whatever they want to be. That's why if a woman is a whore, what do they say? Oh, she's just exploring her sexual nature. She's just doing what she wants. There's no slut shaming. Okay? They could do whatever they want. If she's just cuss her man out 100 miles per hour, slap him up, call the police, and he's going to go to jail. They have given our women a way out from under us. Because at the end of the day, all they have to do, even with the when you look at child support, when you look at WIC, when you look at what's the other one? Like the food stamps, the TANF, the phone, the rent. What's that? Section 8. As long as you kick that man out and don't have a head, they'll be your head. So their whole goal is that's why they teach our women to do whatever they want. Like the whole feminist movement was to teach our women that they don't need a man, while they will never leave their man. Remember, they voted for Donald Trump even after what he said.
Right.
He said, I could walk up to a married woman and grab him by the, because they know that regardless, it's better to have that man than them to just be on their own. That's why they'll teach us one thing, but they will live by another creed and another code. And that's why you should never trust thine enemy, okay? Because they don't have nothing. They're not doing anything for your benefit. Everything they're doing against you is for their benefit, okay? Give me Ephesians 5:33.
Yeah, I gotta be quicker than that.
Got it.
Sign on con. Ephesians chapter 5 and verse 33. Nevertheless,
Go ahead.
nevertheless, let every one of you in particular so love his wife even as himself.
Do what? Read that part one more time, because men need to hear this.
Nevertheless, let every one of you in particular so love his wife even as himself.
You need to love your wife like you love himself. Love your wife like you love them damn Jordans. Can you do that? Can you at least do that? Love her like you love them. Do you protect them Jordans with all your might? You 5'5" and you'll fight the biggest nigga in the club because he stepped on your grades, your cool grades. Okay? Love your woman like that. Okay? Love your woman like you love your damn self. All right? Continue.
And the wife see that she reverence her husband.
And the wife sees that she reverence her husband. What she does out there comes back to you. How your wife acts, that's an extension of you. Because if you have a good rib, you know what they're gonna say? Oh, hey Shamarwan, boy, you got an excellent rib. Oh yeah, Shapala, she this. Oh, that's excellent. But if she wasn't, then they'd be like, damn, you got a horrible rib. And they would say the things they would say. Because the wife reverenced her husband. When she steps out, and that's what our women need to understand. You're not representing yourself. And see, that's what America teaches you, that it's all about you and it's all about what you want. It's all about what you feel, and that you're out here, you're representing your family. Okay. You think you're the representation. Well, your husband is, and everything you do out there is either going to be a plus or a negative towards his character. So there's no reason for you to be out here acting any your kind of way. Because when we see that, we see in you as an extension of your husband. Okay. Just like if you don't want no weak man, right? Our sisters in the UPK, they don't want no weak sissy. Okay. So if you out there just being that, they're going to look at you. They're going to even look at our sisters like that. Like, dang, she got some weak brother. So as us being brothers, we don't want no weak sister. We want our sister strong. And it takes strength and courage, all right, to listen to your man, especially when America tells you that you're in charge. And that's what's so hard for our sisters to grasp, because they feel like it's oppressing them if they have to listen to you. And that's just not the case. Okay? That's not how it should be at all. All right. Read that one more time.
Nevertheless, let every one of you in particular so love his wife even as himself.
Mm-hmm.
The wife see that she reverence her husband.
You see that she reverence her husband. We lost them brothers, but it's a while. We still up and running, so we're gonna do our thing. We're gonna rock and roll. All right. Give me 1 Corinthians 7:3.
Book of 1 Corinthians chapter 7 and verse 3. Let the husband render unto the wife due benevolence.
It says, let the husband render on this to his wife do benevolence. Like, show her some love, some appreciation. Okay, continue.
And likewise, also the wife unto the husband.
And the wives, you do that unto the husband as well. Okay, it's mutual. All right, it's supposed to be mutual. Continue reading.
Verse 4. The wife hath not power of her own body.
Yeah, the wife, she doesn't have power over her own body. Her body doesn't belong to her. You know who the wife's body belongs to? Belongs to her husband. See, what we were reading, it's because you're not supposed to deny them, the pleasures with you and all of that. Okay, the wife, she doesn't own her body. The husband owns her body. Continue reading.
But the husband, and likewise also the husband hath not power of his own body, but the wife.
And the husband don't have power over his body. So if your wife wants some rod, then she's getting it, because you don't have power over your body. She does. Okay? Just like when you want some tail, she can't be telling you no. Okay? Because she don't have power over her body. You do. And it's the same way. You don't have power over yours. She does. Okay? Continue reading.
Verse 5. Defraud ye not one the other, except it be with consent for a time, that ye may give yourselves to fasting and prayer, and come together again, that Satan tempt you not for your incontinency.
Well, continue. Drop down to 10.
Verse 10. And unto the married I command, ye not I, but the Lord. Let not the wife depart from her husband.
Let what?
let the wife not depart from her husband.
You're not supposed to be leaving him. There is no Erica Badu calling Tyrone. There's no I'm done with him. Okay? There's no departing. You were supposed to stay with that man. Okay? And you love that man and you do your duties as a wife. And men, you cannot leave her. She's getting on your nerves. She's running her mouth 100 miles per hour. So what? Okay? That's who you chose. That's why we tell you to choose wisely. We tell the men and the women to choose wisely. Choose the people that you are going to make this union that is forever. Wait, you better choose wisely. Because you don't want to end up with a nigga beating your skull in every day. A nigga knocking your damn head off every day. Okay? Yeah. Just like a man don't want to be with no loudmouth dragon. Okay? So choose wisely. Continue reading.
Verse 11. But and if she depart, let her remain unmarried.
Let her what?
Let her remain unmarried.
Let her remain unmarried. What does that mean?
She has to stay alone, be alone.
Be alone. But what does that mean to be alone? Like, what does that mean that she cannot do?
She can't be with another man. She's still married.
Exactly. Both of y'all right on top. Yes, that's it. You still married. You cannot go have sex with another man. Okay? You know? And I've seen it done. So it's doable. Okay? Continue reading.
Or be reconciled to her husband.
Mm-hmm.
And let not the husband put away his wife.
And let not the husband put away his wife. Brothers, you cannot just throw her away because you're tired of her. Okay? That's not how it works. You tired of her. You want to leave. You seeing her in this whole other light. Can't stand her. Well, you better learn to love her. You better learn to deal with her. You better learn to fix whatever problems you have. Because if not, then you're just going to be having to deal with it because you cannot get rid of them. All right. Give me Genesis 3:16.
Book of Genesis, chapter 3, and verse 16. And to the woman he said, I will greatly multiply thy sorrow and thy conception. In sorrow thou shalt bring forth children, and thy desire shall be to thy husband, and he shall rule over thee.
You see that? Your desire shall be to your husband, and he shall rule over you. All right, and this is what it was talking about. What's going to happen because Adam and Eve, took on the customs of these other nations. Okay, so this is just breaking down what's going to happen, and this is what it was telling to Eve. Okay, that her desire shall be to her husband, and he shall rule over thee. Okay. Give me Ephesians 5:22.
Book of Ephesians, chapter 5, and verse 22. Wives, submit yourselves unto your own husbands.
Wives, what?
Submit yourselves unto your own husbands.
Wives, submit yourself. That's what you have to do. That's the hardest thing for our sisters right now is submitting, because they have been given the authority in our community, and it was done on purpose. If they could control the women, if they can get the women on their side, if they can empower the women, then the men will definitely fall. Okay, that's why you have all these masculine women with like that masculine energy, that's willing to get out there and argue with it'll be a little 4'11" woman, and she'll get out there and slap and cuss the hell out of a big 6'8" giant, okay? Because she don't care. She know you can't do nothing to her. She knows she has all the power. She knows she could call the cops, call her brother, call her uncle, call the other dude she's sleeping with, okay, to come do whatever the hell. So that's why we gotta really understand what the hell is going on and what is happening. And our sisters need to learn how to be wives, be excellent, righteous wives here in the Israelite School of UPK. Continue reading.
As into the Lord. Verse 23. For the husband is head of the wife.
For what?
Christ is the head of the church.
Uh-huh.
And he is the savior of the body.
You see that? It says, for the husband is the head of the wife, even as Christ is the head of the church. Now, just think of how many of our sisters are Christians, right? And this is the New Testament. They're Christians. They say they believe in Christ, right? They say they follow Christ. They in church, falling out every Sunday, right? Running around with all that nonsense every Sunday. And they say that they love God. They say that they love Christ. But they run in their household and they are not submitting to their husbands. It says, for a husband is the head of the wife. And then you go to the church, she telling you which pew you're going to sit at. She telling you how much you're going to put in the offering plate. She baking goods for the pastor, okay? She's telling you where to park. She's telling you where you're going to eat after. She's telling you what you're going to do for the day. She's telling you what yard work she needs you to do, okay? She's running every damn thing. She's telling you what money you could spend. Running every damn thing, okay? Because she don't want to hear that the husband is the head of the is the head of the wife, as Christ is the head of the church. But you go to that Christian church every Sunday and you run every damn thing. You ignore Ephesians 5:23. For the husband is the head of the wife, because you want to be the head. Okay? Continue reading.
Verse 24. Therefore, as the church is subject unto Christ, so let the wives be to their own husbands in everything.
This is why I want to know why Christian women are running every damn thing. They be running, the pastor's wife runs him. The pastor's wife runs his household. She's going to make all the decisions. And it says right here that he is supposed to be the lead. Okay? It says, so let the wives be to their own husbands in everything, subjected to him in everything, like the church is supposed to be subjected to Christ in everything. Give me 1 Peter 3:1.
Book of 1 Peter, chapter 3, and verse 1. Likewise, ye wives, be in subjection to your own husbands. That.
Hold on. Read that one more time.
Likewise, ye wives, be in subjection to your own husbands.
Wives, be in subjection to your own husband. You're supposed to be in subjection to that brother. Okay? Continue reading.
That if any obey not the word, they also may without the word be won by the conversation of the wives.
Where we at? Yeah. Go ahead. Read that one more time.
They also may without the word be won by the conversation of the wives.
Yep. Let me get 1 Corinthians 14 and 32.
Book of 1 Corinthians chapter 14 and verse 32.
Khan.
And the spirits of the prophets are subject to the prophets.
The spirit of the prophets are subject to the prophets. Okay, that's because of reincarnation. We come back. The prophets are old. They just regenerating. You're a prophet back there. You was a prophet. You're gonna be a prophet now. You're gonna be a prophet every time you regenerate. Continue reading.
Verse 33. For God is not the author of confusion.
For
but
God
of
is not
peace.
the author of confusion. All right. That's what is set up in these households. Confusion. All right. And that's the problem. All right. When you're not subjected to your husband, when you're not listening, when you are taking the charge and taking lead, then there is confusion in this household. Okay. When you don't want to subject yourself to your husband, when you don't think he has any good ideas, all right, when you want to be the head, okay, then you are bringing confusion, and the Lord is not the author of confusion. Continue, reader.
But of peace, as in all churches of the saints.
Mm-hmm. Continue.
Verse 34. Let your woman keep silence in the churches.
Nah, she's supposed to be a prophetess.
Keep silence in the churches.
Nah, she got all the testimony.
Keep silent in the churches.
See, it says this right here in the New Testament, and you have a bunch of women pastors, women preachers, leading the church, leading men. Okay, they have a duty. They are highly important. This is not their office to hold. Okay, and that's what we got to get understanding on. You can't just be out here. You out here teaching. You out here leading the congregation. And that's not how the Lord set up the order. All right, continue reading.
For it is not permitted unto them to speak.
It is not permitted for them to teach. Is that what it just said?
It is not permitted for them to speak.
It's not permitted for them to speak. Okay, they're just supposed to be silent right there, listening and learning, not up there at the pulpit leading the sermon. Continue.
But they are commanded to be under obedience.
They're commanded to be under obedience. And see, this is what the sisters don't understand. Like, they don't want no law. They don't want to be obedient. They want to be able to be them and be free, not understanding that the men have to be obedient too. Like, women, your husband is the only one over you. Do you know how many people are over me? I'm over my rib. Okay. She got one person over her. You know how many people are over me that I have to listen to? You got one person that you gotta say kind on the one con to. I got a whole damn army that I say kind on the one con to. So what you just gotta subject yourself to one person. And the rest of the world you can say the hell with. Not us. Continue reading.
As also said the law. Verse 35. And if they will learn anything, let them ask their own husbands at home.
You see that? And if you want to learn something, you could ask your husband at home. Continue.
For it is a shame for a woman to speak in the church.
For it's a shame for a woman to speak in the church. Don't just be up in there all speaking, all talking, all this extra stuff. Okay. Don't be up in there in the pastor's face, bringing them cookies, smiling, lusting after him, when you could just ask your husband at home the damn question. And if he don't know, then he can ask. Okay? That's what we got to get understanding. All right? And you have to break this down for people because people don't have the knowledge. That's why this is the Israelite School of Universal and Practical Knowledge. And under Commander General Yohana, he is raising up the nation. Okay? He is raising up the nation to show us. All right? Give me Romans 7 and 2.
Book of Romans, chapter 7 and verse 2. For the woman which hath a husband is bound by the law to her husband, so as long as he liveth.
You see that? So if you do have a husband, you are bound to this man, okay? As long as he liveth, all right? If he is alive, that is your husband. You are not supposed to go away from him into nobody else, okay? That is wicked. And that's what that's what we have to definitely understand. You don't just be going and sleeping with everybody or leaving a brother. Brother lose his job, now you want to leave him. You done with him. Because the brother lost his job. Okay? So you read that one more time?
Come. Continue.
Read it one more time. 7 and 2.
For the woman which hath a husband is bound by the law to her husband, so as long as he liveth. But if the husband is dead, she is loose from the law.
But if your husband dies, then she is loose from the law. You know, once he's gone, he ain't gonna have no remembrance of this world. You're not bound to him no more. He is no longer here. Okay? You are loose from him. Continue.
Verse 3. So then, if while her husband liveth, she be married to another man, she shall be called an adulteress.
She what?
She shall be called an adulteress.
So why does the Christian church approve of divorce? It just says that right there. If she's married and her husband is alive, okay, then she can't leave him. If she's dead, then she's not bound by the law no more to him. But if the husband is alive and she leaves him, she will be called a what?
Adulteress.
She will be called an adulteress because she is not supposed to sleep with any other men. We already read up in the scriptures before, right? Exactly what it said. It said that you cannot. Let's go back to that. Where was that at?
Call that one come.
Let me see. Damn.
Hey, we back on Sluggy for the technical difficulties.
That ain't no sweat. We just kept rocking and rolling.
Man, my son crazy. Was you on 1 Corinthians? Oh, yeah.
I was looking for something, but
last time I checked, it was in.
But it don't matter. No, we had Romans 7 and 3.
Oh, okay. The water.
Continue though. But if her husband be dead,
I got you, sir.
Read Romans 7 and 3. Just read it from the top.
So then, if while her husband liveth, she be married to another man, she shall be called an adulteress. But if her husband is dead, she is free from the law.
So hold on. So then, if while her husband liveth and she marry another man, she shall be called an adulteress. Okay. So why do fake Israelite groups? Why do Christians? Why do they permit divorce? If all that's doing is causing the woman to be an adulteress. And they don't understand that. And it says it right here. This is the New Testament. Christians always say the Old Testament is done away with. Well, all right. This is talking about the New Testament. Okay? It said, but if her husband be dead, she is free from that law, so that she is no adulteress, though she be married to another man. Because there's not going to be no more remembrance of him. Okay? He is dead. He is gone. You're not bound to him anymore. You can move on. There's nothing wrong with that. You don't have to stay alone the rest of your life, okay? All right? Give me 1 Timothy 2:9. Okay.
Book of 1 Timothy, chapter 2 and verse 9.
Mm-hmm.
In like manner, also, the woman adorn themselves in modest apparel.
Women adorn themselves in modest apparel. You know when you see a sister and she fully dressed, got on modest apparel, and she's like the best looking thing out there, and she don't have on nothing extra revealing, nothing anything like that. She's looking, she's looking good. She bad, okay, and she's just in some modest apparel. All right, not too revealing, covered up, just doing her thing. Continue reading.
With shamefacedness and sobriety,
Uh huh.
not with broided hair, or gold, or pearl, or costly array.
All right. You see, it says in like manner also the women adorn themselves in modest apparel. That's what you adorn in the modest apparel, with shamefaced and sobriety, not with the broided hair. So a lot of people they think that what it says right here, not with the broided hair, means you can't braid your hair. Means you can't wear gold or pearls or costly array. But that's not what this is saying. This is saying those things don't make you. Okay, that's not what's going to make you. You having your hair all twisted up, you wearing gold, you wearing all this stuff. What does that matter? Hell, Megan Thee Stallion and Cardi B wear that. Okay, every whore wears that. But that modestness, that's what you adorn yourself in. You adorn you when you put on that modest apparel. When you modest, when you shame-face. See, that's another problem. We need to teach our women some shame. That's the one thing that our women are lacking right now. They don't have any shame. They don't care. There's nothing that's shameful anymore to our community, and that's bad. That's a bad thing. We should have shame, okay? And
Right.
that's why, you know, if your daughter has something, like I don't care if they're getting out the bath or something, you be, like, oh no, I'm not supposed to see. You know what I mean? You teaching them shame by that. Not letting them come in kind of thing. That's how you teach them shame. Go ahead, Tamakia.
If I could, like our children, right, in this generation, they grew up watching Britney Spears or Marilyn Monroe.
Right.
Like our oppressors made it cool to be whores. And then we adopted their culture and it's not ours. When we pick it back up this Holy Bible, our set apart records, it expound on how different that we are and how much that we should continue to separate from these wicked, docile bastards. Like,
that's right. Give him a hand. Now, what you're saying is heavy, and how we took on their custom and their culture with that, like with even our women who are out there being very promiscuous, sleeping with everybody. Like it, even though they're out there doing it, it affects them. You know what I mean? They're not doing it. Yeah, them Edomite women, they could go out there and sleep with 5, 6, 7 men a week, and it don't bother them at all. Okay, our sisters do that. It bothers them. They feel it. They going to want the love. You out there thinking you a man. You out there thinking you can handle multiple everythings, but at the end of the day, you do suffer because you don't want that. You want something that matters. You want something that's important. And that's why you're running through a lot of men trying to find that. Well, I'm going to tell you, sisters, right now, you can stop running today and get you a man in the Israelite school at UPK, and you don't have to worry about that. Okay? That you won't have to worry about. All right. Give me 1 Peter 3:3. Well, actually, yep. Yeah, I need it. I'm gonna need it. So 1 Peter 3:3.
Book of 1 Peter chapter 3 and verse 3. Whose adorning, let it not be that outward adorning.
You see, and that's what we was just reading about with the adorning. Like, don't let it be the outward. It's not the outward stuff, okay? It's not the outward appearance. It's not the Birkin bag. It's not the red bottoms. It's not your Mercedes. That is not the outward, okay? Continue.
Or plaiting the hair, and the wearing of gold, or the putting on of apparel. Verse 4. But let it be the hidden man of the heart, in that which is not corruptible, even the ornament of a meek and quiet spirit.
You see that? Hold on, let me break that down. It says, but let it be hidden, okay? Man of the heart, in that which is not corruptible, okay? Even ornament of the meek and quiet spirit. That's what you're supposed to put on. You put on that meek and quiet spirit. All right, that's what's supposed to shine. Not you plaiting your hair, not you putting on gold and pearls and rubies and all these jewels. All right, continue reading.
Which is in the sight of God of great price.
You see, because when you put on that meek and humble spirit in the sight of God, that is of great price. Okay, that is what makes you precious in the Lord's eyes. Okay, that's why to the Lord that is of great price, of great riches, because it says what a good woman is finer than rubies, right? Better than gold. It's more precious, and our women are the most precious things in this world. Okay, that's why it says they ain't even gonna be able to put their foot on the ground. Okay, continue.
Verse 5. For after this manner, in the old time, the holy woman also, who trusted in God.
You see, so even hold on. Even back in the old times, okay, it said for this manner in the old time, the holy women also who trusted in God. Continue.
Adorn themselves, being in subjection unto their own husbands.
They was being in subjection to their husband, listening to their man, not being a loudmouth, not trying to run the show, not coming up with all kind of ideas that they're going off on their feeling, not taking counsel from their homegirl who doesn't even have a damn man. Okay? You better put on that meek and quiet spirit and be a great price to the Most High. You want to be of great value. Why do you want to devalue yourself? What does that benefit you from devaluing yourself? When you should be an honorable sister, an honorable wife. And how you do that is to listen to your husband's lead. Continue reading.
Verse 6. Even as Sarah obeyed Abraham.
Even what?
Even as Sarah obeyed Abraham.
That's why I said of old time, the holy women also trusted in God, because even Sarah obeyed Abraham. Continue.
Calling him Lord.
Calling him what?
Lord.
Calling him Adawan. Saying Khan, Adawan, Khan. Continue.
Whose daughters ye are, as long as ye do well, and are not afraid with any amazement.
Give me 1 Timothy 5 and 10.
Book of 1 Timothy chapter 5 and verse 10. Well reported of 4 good works. If she have brought up children, if she have lodged strangers, if she have washed the saints' feet, if she has revealed the affliction, if she have diligently followed every good work.
You see that? That's a righteous sister. Okay. It says, we reported for good works. If she have brought up children, sisters, we need you to bring up the children. This is very important to be a good mother. I know a lot of you didn't have a good mother. So if you didn't have a good mother, don't pass that down onto your children. You know, be better. Raise your children up right. Okay? It's important. Don't teach your sons to be weak. Okay? Because this is what's happening. You're wondering why there's so much killing and death and no control. It's because these young men are being raised up by single mothers. Okay, and while they're being raised by these single mothers, they're learning how to deal with things the way their mother does. But as men, we are warriors. We have a lot of rage in us. So if a man is emotional, he's probably going to kill you because he don't know how to handle that. And that's why men need to be there in their sons' lives so they can teach them how to be men. And then these altercations can go a different way. Because if you just going off, just imagine your rage with feminine emotions. You'll kill every damn thing. Because you don't know that's not your place to be that. Okay? You can't handle things like your mother did. You seen when your mother got mad, she throwing a vase at your dad, right? She well, I don't want to say your dad, but she throwing a vase at whatever niggas around. Okay? She over there cussing them out. She's doing all this stuff. She's acting out of emotion. So you grow up learning to only act out of emotion. And while you're acting out of emotion, you don't understand how to control the emotions because no man has ever taught you. If you have a father, you've learned how to control emotion. Okay? There's a lot of stuff I wanted to do, but I couldn't do because my father was right there. I had to control my emotions. I wanted to throw a temper tantrum. I couldn't. I had to control that emotion or I'm going to get a foot put up my tail. Okay? So that's what we have to understand is you can't be, we have all these men out here who are raised by women and they're out here trying to conduct themselves in society, not understanding that they have those feminine traits and they can't control them. Okay? So we need them to bring up the children, bring up these girls righteously, teach them not to give their body to everybody. Okay. And the best way to teach them not to give their body to everybody is not to let them watch you give your body to everybody. Your daughters and you shouldn't have to see a new boyfriend every 6 months. And that's the problem. Every 6 months she got a new uncle. This is Uncle Reggie, Uncle Tyrone, Uncle Ray, Uncle Charles. Every 6 months she got a new uncle. Because the relationship didn't work out because he doesn't do what you like. Okay? So bring up these children right. Teach them. All right? It's as if she has lodged strangers. Being helpful. Sometimes in the UPK, you're going to lodge brothers that you might not know. You might not know them, but they preach in the school and they need to lay their head. So she'll lodge a stranger, wash the saints' feet, cook a brother some food. You might need a load of clothes wash while he's staying out here with you. Just be helpful, okay? That's what you have to do as a sister, to be a good wife. Be helpful, okay? Give me Proverbs 19 and 14.
Proverbs.
Yeah, it is. That's where we ended the night on Proverbs, So.
Book of Proverbs, chapter 19 and verse 14. How the riches are the inheritance of fathers, and a prudent wife is from the Lord.
A prudent wife is from the Lord. Look up prudent.
I got it.
Go ahead.
Not yet, Rob. I'll look it up.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Go ahead and look it up. But yeah, the house of riches is the inheritance of fathers, and a prudent wife is from the Lord. You know, this is the kind of woman you want.
Prudent, acting with or showing care and thought for the future.
You see that? She's caring. She's thinking of care and thought for the future because she is listening to her man. Okay. Any more on that?
No, sir.
All right. No sweat. You see, that's the house of root. A prudent wife is of the Lord. A caring wife, someone who cares about the future. My rib cares about the future. Oh my goodness. That's all she talks about. She cares. She cares about her family. She cares about her husband. She cares about her children. Okay? She's very prudent. And I thank the Lord for her every day. Okay? I thank the Lord for her every day because that's what I need. I can't operate any other way. Okay? Give me Proverbs 18 and 22.
Book of Proverbs, chapter 18.
You know, these women are so important and they are so precious. Okay? And they
Book
are
of Proverbs,
because they
chapter 18 and verse 22. Whoso findeth a wife findeth a good thing.
So what? Read that again.
Who findeth a wife findeth a good thing.
Who findeth a wife findeth a good thing. Who findeth a wife findeth a good thing. Why? Because she was made to be a helpmate. She helps you through life. She is your helpmate. Continue.
And obtaineth favor of the Lord.
You find a wife, you find a good wife, you find one of these bad sisters here in the Israelite School of UPK, you obtain favor from the Lord. You obtain favor.
Right.
It is lovely and it is glorious. And I'm glad my rib is here with me today in this, in and out, following the lead of her Ottawa. Because that's important, and that's how it works. And we get to see together how God structured everything. See, the Most High structured it like this. Give me 1 Corinthians. You know what I want, Tamakia. 11 and 3. Or I believe it's 11 and 3, but kind. Because me and, you know, like when you have a good rib, you get to see this. You get to see the Lord in action. And that's a beautiful thing. That's something that we don't get to experience in the world. Okay? Go ahead.
Yeah, we don't say that, but pause.
What?
You get the script.
Okay. Go ahead and read. This is the book of 1 Corinthians, chapter 11, and verse 3. But I will have you know that the head of every man is Christ.
All right. Hold on. I will have you know that the head of every man is Christ. We all going to say kind of one kind of Christ.
Right.
He is our king. Okay? Ain't none of us getting that throne because he is the only one who's earned it. Okay? Continue reading.
That the head of every man is Christ, and the head of the woman is the man.
But the head of the woman is the man. Okay? That's who is over you. Continue.
And the head of Christ is God.
And the head of Christ is God. So Christians, how is Christ God? And it says right here, the head of Christ is God. You see how destructive Christianity is when it teaches you all manner of nonsense. Okay, we could drop that and go back to where we was. Actually, give me Proverbs 12 and 4.
Book of Proverbs, chapter 12 and verse 4.
Mm-hmm.
A virtuous woman is a crown to her husband.
A virtuous woman is a crown to her husband. What is a crown?
Elite. Yo, man, you got a question? Go ahead.
A crown is I don't want to say a hat, but it's more of I'll say a hat of gold.
All right, go ahead, Trooper.
I guess and I guess in this breakdown, the crown will be her head.
No, what is a crown? I'm just
A
asking what a
crown,
crown is.
a crown is something you wear on your head.
Something you wear on your head, but it's what? It's
Royalty.
royalty. When you look at
Lord.
so a virtuous woman is royal to her husband. Okay? She is special. The crown is special. The crown represents dignity, represents power, represents beauty. Okay? That's what a virtuous woman is. She's like a crown to her husband. She's like a virtuous woman. It's like it can make her husband a king. She can lift him so high.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, just by her actions. Continue.
But she that maketh ashamed is as rottenness in his bones.
But she that maketh ashamed is rottenness in his bones. So what is she? What is a shameful? A woman that's ashamed is rottenness in his bones. What does that mean? What is she? What? Go ahead.
We'll take that.
I'm thinking it means that she's I guess she dishonored her husband. She's dishonorable and
Yes,
disobedient.
it's honorable, but I'm looking at one word. All right, so a virtuous woman is a crown. A virtuous woman is royal to her husband. But she that maketh shame is rottenness in his bones. Just think of the one disease. That's what she would be. Just think of the one disease think of the disease that destroys your bones.
Young man want to take a stab at it, sir?
Go. Hold on 1 second. I'm gonna let Shapala go ahead. You want to take a stab at it? Yeah. Nope. Go ahead, young man.
When it said that, but she that maketh the shame is as rottenness in his bones, I want to say a woman that embarrasses her husband.
Yes, but what is she?
I got it, sir.
Go ahead.
A wicked.
A wicked, but I said think of a disease.
Oh, okay.
Bone cancer?
Like
Herpes.
you don't have to say bone cancer. Cancer.
Right.
Yeah.
That's what it is. She is a cancer, a woman that's ashamed. So a virtuous woman, she is a crown to her husband. That exceeds royalty. Okay, but the woman that maketh the shame, she's like rottenness of his bones. She is killing him. She is death. She is a cancer. Okay? Give me Proverbs 31 and 10. And this is where we're going to end in Proverbs, but we got to read all the way down.
31.
Because this is what every woman should be. And brothers who have this, I know. Okay? And brothers who have this, you in good hand. You have it made.
What we going
We'll
to
say that.
Proverbs 31.
Have a rib like this. This is important. 31 and 10.
Book of Proverbs, chapter 31 and verse 10. Who can find a virtuous woman? For her price is far above rubies.
Who can find that virtuous woman? Because her for her price is above 4 rubies. I would not trade my rib in for no amount of money. Okay, because a virtuous woman is more precious than rubies, more precious than money, more precious than any of that nonsense. A virtuous woman, that's who helps you get through the day to day without snapping and killing every damn body on the planet. Okay, continue.
Reverend, the heart of her husband through it safely trusting her, so that he should have no need of spoil.
You see, her husband do safely trust in her. She is trustworthy. Okay, continue.
Verse 12, she will do him good and not evil all the days of her life.
That's what virtuous women do. Women who are virtuous, who love you, they're only about your good. And you see, some of us, we wanted to leave a woman who was virtuous because we didn't want to hear what she was saying. Well, it says right here, the heart of her husband do safely trust in her. No, Salakia, that she will do him good and not evil all of her days. Like, that's why when the doctor tell you you're about to die from high blood pressure, she's changing your meals. You mad as hell at her because she's not frying the chicken no more. Well, she wants you to live. She's virtuous. She loves you. She's trying to do you good, not evil. So you're going to eat this instead of that now. Okay? She, you out there in the streets trying to do whatever the hell. She don't want you going out there and selling those drugs because she know death come with that. She don't want you to die. She's trying to find other ways for you, other options. A virtuous woman, she's going to do good for you and not evil. Okay, continue reading.
Verse 13, she seeketh wool and flax and worketh willingly with her hand.
She working willingly with her hands. And you know a virtuous woman, you could be sitting there with no job. She gonna go to work, come home, cook, give you some, and still love you. A virtuous woman. A dragon will hate you because you didn't have no damn job. Okay? Because you got 2 felonies because she was running her mouth and you had to shoot 2 people. You had to knock a nigga out at the club. Okay? Continue.
Verse 14, she is like the merchant ships. She bringeth her food from afar.
She is like the merchant ship. She bringeth her food from afar. Her works, she going out there, she doing her thing, she bringing that money back to the household. She's like the merchant ships. You know what merchants are, right? Okay. Continue reading.
Verse 15, she rideth also while it is yet night, and giveth meat to her household, and a portion to her maidens.
She stayed working. She also rising yet at night, giving meat to her household, and a portion to her maidens. She's taking care of things. That's what a virtuous woman does. Virtuous woman does. Our women have a responsible role in this household. They aren't just nothing. They aren't just for you to use and abuse and to tell. We're not the head of them just to tell them what the hell to do. We're the head of them to lead them, to make sure they do these things right here. Not just to tell them what the hell to do. Not just to tell you what to wear, how to look, how to talk, how to walk. We teach them those things. Okay? Continue reading.
16, she considereth a field, and buyeth it with the fruit of her hands. She planteth a vineyard.
You see, this is work. This is talking about work. Like, because really as a priest, your job is to be a priest. Okay? So the woman needs to be out there doing these things to bring back to the household. Okay? So she considereth the field and she buyeth it. With the fruit of her hand, she planted a vineyard. She's doing spectacular things. Virtuous women do spectacular things. Okay? That's why you see brothers' households, and you be like, damn. You be like, damn, this house is nice. That's because the women laced it all up. You go to a brother's house and it's just a brother. That house is bare.
Right.
Your woman is what spruces it up, what spices it up, brings the nice things in. Got a nice clock. She can't even tell the damn Roman numeral grandfather clock time, but it looked good in there. You know?
Right.
She got all kind of decor. You go in the bathroom, everything match. You got the matching mats, the matching toilet cover, the matching shower curtain, the matching toothpaste holder. All of that. 90% of the things that come into my house is because of my rib. You think I buy toothpaste and deodorant and all that? No. She does. Okay? Continue reading.
Verse 18. She perceived.
Verse 17.
Verse 17. She girded her loins with strength, and strengtheneth her arms.
She girded her loins with strength and strengthening her arms. She prepares herself for the duties that she has. Continue reading.
Verse 18. She perceiveth that her merchandise is good. Her candle goeth not out by night.
She knows her merchandise is good. Her candle go out not by night. Her candle doesn't blow out. It continues to burn. She continues to contribute. She continues to help the household excel. Continue.
Verse 19. She laid her hands to the spindle, and her hands hold the distaff.
Continue.
Verse 20. She stretcheth out her hand to the poor. Yeah, she reacheth forth her hands to the needy.
You see that? She takes care of people. It's important to her. It's in her. That's her virtuousness. She can't help it. Even if she don't want to, she's going to. Because it's her nature. Continue reading.
Verse 21. She is not afraid of the snow for her household, for all her household are clothed with scarlet.
All her household's clothes with scarlet. She hooking you up. You leave it up to your woman, you're going to be the freshest nigga in Israel. Okay? Continue reading.
Verse 22. She maketh herself coverings of tapestry. Her clothing is silk and purple.
Continue.
Verse 23. Her household is known in the gates when he sitteth among the elders of the land.
Read that again.
Her household is known.
Not her household. Read it again.
Her husband is known in the gate when he sitteth among the elders of the land.
You see, her husband is known in the gates while he sitteth with the elders of the land. Okay, her husband is known, and what was we saying earlier? You are an extension of your husband. People know your husband. Okay, and they know you. All right, and you are an extension of him. Continue.
Verse 24. She maketh fine linen and selleth it, and delivereth girdles into the merchant.
Continue.
Verse 25. Strength and honor are her clothing.
No, a halter top.
Strength and honor are her clothing.
No, a mini skirt.
Strength and honor are her clothing.
No, see-through clothing.
Strength and honor are her clothing.
Strength and honor are her clothing. And see, this is what's so wicked about. Hold that and give me Ecclesiasticus 12 and 10. Because this is what's so wicked is that it said right there, strength and honor is her clothing. Okay.
Book of
And
Ecclesiasticus.
hold on. And our enemy, us trusting our enemy, they're not going to teach our women that strength and honor or their clothing. And then look at how strong our women are. Like our women sometimes have to do every goddamn thing on their own. And we're still here. Because the men are so damn weak that fell off, are damn losers, or are chasing after these other nations. Okay? But we trusted our enemy. And since we trusted our enemy, this is why we don't understand this right here. We don't understand that strength and honor, that is your clothing. That don't mean your strength and honor is supposed to make you masculine or manly. Okay? Read.
Book of Ecclesiasticus, chapter 12 and verse 10. Never trust thy enemy.
Never what?
Never trust thy enemy.
You never trust thy enemy. Whatever they tell you, just know it is not beneficial to you. Never trust thine enemy, because your enemy is wicked and he does not have care for you. Continue reading.
For like as iron rusted, so is his wickedness.
So like as iron rusted, so is his wickedness. You know how rust is. Rust can start from a little circle and it can overtake everything. It could compromise the whole piece of metal, the whole piece of iron. Okay? That's how his wickedness is, because it spreads. Rust spreads. All right, let's go back to Proverbs. Proverbs 31 and 25.
Book of Proverbs, chapter 31 and verse 25.
Mm-hmm.
Strength and honor are her clothing, and she shall rejoice in time to come.
Continue.
Verse 26. She opened her mouth with wisdom.
She what?
And in her tongue
She
is
what?
the law of kindness.
No, read that again.
She opened her mouth with wisdom.
She opens her mouth with wisdom. When she speaks, it makes sense. When she speaks, it's not just some ratchet talk she learns watching Love and Hip Hop. It's not just some nonsense she heard from Cardi B, Megan Thee Stallion, Nicki Minaj, Foxy Brown, Little Kim. Okay? Continue reading.
And in her tongue is the law of kindness.
See, her tongue is the law of kindness. She's kind. She's humble. She's caring. She's delicate. She doesn't have a masculine spirit. She's not calling you nigga 100 miles per hour. Continue reading.
Verse 27. She looketh well to the ways of her household.
She what?
She looketh well to the ways of her household.
What does that mean? She looketh well to the ways of her household. Yeah, she makes sure she's taken care of. She makes sure that her office is sustained. She's looking for her household, how to make it better, what she could do for her husband and her children. Okay, continue.
And eateth not the bread of idleness.
And eat it not the bread of idleness. What does that mean? What is idleness? You know.
Your man want to answer, sir.
You said what?
Young man wanna take a stab at it, take a grab at it.
Yeah, I'm gonna let him go ahead.
Idleness, just being still, not doing nothing.
That's what idleness is. So she eateth not of the bread of idleness. She's not just in the house, not just doing nothing, watching Jerry and Murray and Oprah, doing nothing. She's cooking, she's cleaning, she's helping the children with the homework. She's doing every goddamn thing. That's what a virtuous woman does. She just does every damn thing without being asked. She just knows. Continue.
Verse 28. Her children arise up and call her blessed, and her husband also, and he praised her.
Because we all love her. We all are thankful. And you may not know it sometimes, but the virtuous woman is appreciated. You're not a dragon, you definitely appreciate it. Okay? You may not think the children arise up and bless you, but you know how they bless you? They asking you for breakfast, so they know who to go to. Okay? Continue reading.
People be so strong.
Many daughters have done virtuously, but thou excellence them all.
Said many daughters have done virtuously, but thou excellent them all. She better than all of them. Continue.
Verse 30. Favor is deceitful and beauty is vain, but a woman that feareth the Lord, she shall be praised.
Favor is deceitful. People doing favors or showing favor in you, that could be deceitful. And beauty is vain. Beauty is nothing. That's what vain means in the Bible. But a woman that feareth the Lord, now she shall be praised. She is worth something. Hey, Tamakia.
Deserve.
I'm going to need you to get the security announcements and the prayers. You're going to lead all that tonight.
I got you, sir.
Most High in Christ. Okay, continue reading.
Verse 31. Give her of the fruit of her hand, and let her own work praise her in the gates.
You see? And that's what's going to praise her. Her work praises her. What you do. That's why all the women, y'all need to be virtuous women. Because it matters. It makes you precious and special. Okay? We're the Israelite School of Universal and Practical. Oh, Slakia. Any questions? On topic or off topic? Any questions?
Go ahead, Trooper.
Yes, sir. Comment.
Go ahead.
I'm gonna. It's not really a question, but I want to try to participate more. I get home kind of late, so as soon as I get home, I try to eat real fast, and I try to participate and read and do what I need to do to be a better asset to everybody, to this whole to all our brothers and sisters, you know.
Yeah, just keep doing what you're doing. You're doing an excellent job. Just keep doing what you're doing.
I'm gonna keep sending them links in the chat, so just keep your heads out for that chat, man.
We definitely gonna do that. You're damn right.
Tomorrow
What about young man? Young man, you ain't got no questions?
No, I'm good.
All right.
Hey, tomorrow class gonna be held same time. You know what I'm saying? You more than welcome if you want to pull up or do it from over the StreamYard. It's tomorrow.
That's right. All right. Shalom. We're the Israelite School of Universal and Practical Knowledge. Started at 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York, under the Commandant General Yohana. I pass the class over to Precinct Officer Tamakia.
All right. This is ISUPK security announcements. We're the ISUPK. Started at 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York. Rule for new brother and sister. When a new brother and sister comes to school, they're off limits for 6 months. They'll be saluted only. They're here to shed themselves of the world. If they need transportation, the teacher will arrange it. After this 6-month period, if a brother or sister has an interest in a particular person, he or she must get permission from the head to speak to a brother or sister. There's another 6 months in which the brother or sister will get permission from the head to marry. Tithes, which is a commandment. You can find this in the book of Numbers, chapter 18, verse 21. The book of Malachi, chapter 3, verses 8 through 10. Means 10th in the Hebrew, Ma'ashra. 10% of every penny of any increase the Lord gives you, give it to the church department or teacher. Preach fund, prove off for priest, not mandatory. Whatsoever amount you would like. Upcoming holy convocations. It'll be the Feast of Purim. This will be on the 14th day and the 15th day of the 12th month. Sunday, March the 5th. Monday, March the 6th, 2023. It'll be held in Killeen, Texas. All right, you can find this in the book of Esther, chapter 9, verses 20 through 31. If anyone wants to become a trooper in the school, start wearing all black, boots, shirt, pants, headband, and scarf. I'm Princeton Officer Thamaki, and passing the class back to
No, you got it.
Oh, like,
Yeah, you got it.
all right. Mayum Wapa Hakwadom. That means sword turning facing east. For the Lord's Prayer in the Hebrew. Imagine. All right, give me 1 second. Let me take this scripture off. All right. Abanawa. Shabbat Shemayim. Kodash. Ayah. Shamka. Yahweh. Malakuka. Taba'a. Ratazayaka. Hayah. Asha. Barataza. Hawa. Hayah. Bashamayim. Zitanwa. Lakon. Kal. Yawam. Wasalakinao. Kabawakinao. Kasalakinao. Kabawakinao. Wala'a. Daba'ayinao. Panasayinawam. Abal. Hawashanao. Mayan. Ra. Kaya. Laka. Hamalakwa. Waha'ala. Wa'atapara. La'awalamyum. Aman. In the English, our Father, which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Yahweh, thy kingdom come. That will be done in earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread. And forgive our debts as we forgive our debtors. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, and the power, and the glory, forever. So be it. Come on. So we're going to turn and face the teacher.
Middle Israel, Majim Shabbat, Majim, Barak,
Yahweh Shemal Tambas. It's like Yahweh Shemya
Shabbat. All right, Yajamata. We're going to Sar. We're going to turn and face the sisters. Sisters rise. Men of Israel, Majim Shabbat, Majim, Barak, Yahweh Shemal Latam Ba'Shem Yahushua. Yajamata. Class dismissed.
Glory to God.